Hello, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good night, good afternoon, whatever. Welcome to the Good Keyboard Friends podcast. This is episode 5. I can count, Simon, even though last episode I couldn't. But this is episode 5 of the first season, which has 69 episodes. I am your co-host, one of your co-hosts, Hubert the Mad, and I'm joined with an all-star lineup, a guest who's amazing, and 2 co-hosts that are amazing. Real quick, Tangus had an in real life obligation, and I just want everybody to know in the future, if you are going to be a guest coming on or just in general, don't put the podcast first in front of things that are going on in your real life, because podcast is not as important as living your life. So we hope Tangus is having fun wherever he's doing, or taking care of whatever he has to take care of. But I want to introduce our 2 co-hosts, the guy with the biggest dick, the guy with the greatest charm, the guy that can do the most harm, but is also a cutie and a sweetheart, Black Simon.
Oh shit, I thought you were talking about James. Hi, everyone.
And we have, in addition to Simon, someone who will not stop until every single coffee cup has himself in it. The best part of waking up is having James in your cup.
In your mouth. Oh, yeah.
And in your mouth. James, Joms, Masterwork.
Good evening.
And last but not least, our most, I don't know how to say it. I feel like I'll get into it in the episode because I don't want to give anything away, but someone that I've been wanting to say thanks to and to talk to personally, one-on-one, someone who's done a lot for me, someone who's done a lot for the community, and someone who you all love. And if you don't love him, fuck you guys. Bachoo. Welcome, Bachoo.
I don't even do much, man. I just work here.
So real quick, we'll get to sponsors and then we'll get straight into the podcast. So we have a new sponsor this week, lads. Have you ever heard of the company Manscaped? Well, they didn't sponsor us, but their sister company, Manscraped, is sponsoring us. So, ladies and gentlemen, mostly gentlemen, but ladies, that's fine too. If you need a DIY kit to do your at-home vasectomy, if you want to not only shear, the hairs on your face or body, but to do bodily harm to yourself, irrevocably, Manscaped, something that will not only shave your hair, but shave your balls off. Put in the coupon code GoodKeyboardFriends for $69.99 off. And yeah, Manscaped for when you need something stronger. Anyways.
That's painful.
We don't have any sponsors, as you can tell. So that's all fucking made up. But to start things off, I want to kind of touch base on where everybody's been and how everybody's been doing. I have been on a vacation for the past 2 weeks. Past 2 years.
2 years.
So the family and I, we went west. We went to Denver. We hit all the western states. We hit some national parks. And that's why I was gone for the Pontus episode, which I'm super sad about. Simon's been a trooper and he's been here every single episode.
That's not true. I was not here for the James episode.
I forgot to include you.
Yep.
He would have made it.
Damn, I've been trying to sign into Fusion this whole time, and I can't remember my password. I wanted to show the amazing keyboard that Bachoo helped taught me to design. It's fine.
God.
I'll find pictures of it somewhere and I'll show them later.
I'll insert that segue like 20 minutes in to give you some more time. And Tangus has been he was on the podcast 2 episodes ago. He is a co-host. We love him dearly. We hope to have him on in the future. But yeah, real life stuff is more important than podcasting stuff. And then we have James, who recently went to
Computex.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm still recovering from Computex because it was a rough week. But yeah, I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to join in on Bachoo's episode.
Oh God.
So excited to be here.
We're excited to have you. Is that the Cock TKL?
That's the Cock
It
TKL.
is.
That is the
so
comp
good.
TKL. And is rendered to be the size of a Ford F-150. All right.
God.
I think we've seen it.
We'll touch on the cock TKL again later in the episode. But
all right,
touch on Simon's cock.
I also
TKL.
have the Cycle6.
Mm.
Apparently.
Wait, what
I made this. I made this.
On stream or just
on stream? It's so stupid.
I don't remember.
Well, yeah, it was a 2-episode thing. Like it was 2 streams where like it took me 2 streams to learn how to fusion.
Damn. Well, before we get too sidetracked, Bachoo, you don't have to give any personal details. Like you don't have to say anything that you don't fucking want to say. But give us an elevator pitch of who you are. For us, you know, those in the Black Simon community and just in the keyboard community in general, we know you're a fucking awesome designer. We know you're super based. You like to stream. You're just a good guy in general. But give us a little bit about yourself, maybe growing up and how you got into the mechanical keyboard hobby, because it's always interesting for me, and I think the listeners as well, to hear about how people got into the mechanical keyboard hobby and if anything in their childhood got them there. Like we were talking about Jack, who loves to tinker, and he learned that from his dad, who owned a construction company. We learned from James, who took some sort of designing class in college and, you know, has a degree. He's an engineer, right, James?
Sort of, kind of.
Sort of, kind of. Okay, so that's scientist speak for don't worry, I'm like the evil genius in charge of all
I have not had a scam in the past 6 months, you know?
So yeah, Bachoo, just tell us how you got into the keyboard hobby and if something in your childhood, you know, got you there as well. You know,
the real question is, like, tell us your origin story. Did you get bitten by a radioactive, like, keyboard designer or something?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I got bit by a radioactive keyboard designer, but I got, like, I've always been fascinated with tech because it's like, you know, when I was like born, it was like the weird period where like tech was like exploding. So it's like one day we're on VHS, then like 2 weeks, it's like everything was like Blu-ray, and then after that, it's like, oh, streaming's a thing now. It all in like the blink of an eye, it felt like. So, you know, seeing that, like, I was always like really into tech, and when I turned 18 and finally like, you know, had my own job and like finally got access to my bank accounts and stuff, I built my own computer, and I'm like, wow, this is great. I wanted a nice keyboard too, and that was in 2018, so that's how I got into the hobby initially. And I only really started designing during COVID. That's like, I feel like that's when everyone just like came in, and but like not just that, but the designer boom was also there. So
graphic design was everybody's passion.
Everyone's passion. The low effort geek hacks were always
They
some
were
of my favorite.
They were so predominant. They birthed an entire series of stream that is still ongoing 5 years later. So that's like how big it was.
What was that one render tool that everyone used? Oh, it was the Dakota Felder Blender file, and you could figure it out that it was that by the big plus on the like numpad enter.
Oh yes, huge numpad.
The big plus was the big plus numpad thing. I was so tempted to just make that a novelty for like one of my sets as a reference. Yeah. Or like there was another template people used that had like wide purse by default, and I wanted to also make that a novelty for the community, just like make a mold for people. I might still do it.
You're doing the Lord's work.
Yeah. I mean, I've kind of stepped away from the hobby recently. I have gotten a like sudden rush of inspiration though, so I have been working on things, but securing vendors have been hard since everyone is dying right now. So it is what it is.
Honestly, like, I know that like lots of people's livelihoods are at stake, but I think the hobby like continuing to contract is a good thing. Like the growth that we had was very clearly unnatural and unsustainable.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And like I know it's a very, very common thing that we've run into. Basically everybody we talk to is like, oh, you know, I'm, you know, slowly backing out of the hobby. Are you though?
I just buy HHKBs at this point.
Yeah, of course. But like being in the hobby is about being in the hobby. It's not about buying boards, you know?
Yeah. I think that's a big thing too. It's like people think just consuming product is a hobby.
Yeah, that's not a hobby.
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh,
in
hobby is
terms
having
of
fun.
like how I design or like how like my mindset towards design, like it is a well-known fact that we are big weeb, but back in the day you get put in a locker for being big weeb unless it was like Dragon Ball,
It's because of this guy.
right? So
Okay.
the design
You.
language that I try and go for when I do like big weeb projects is like super minimal, where it's like you don't know unless you've watched the show.
Yeah. Wait. Which of us owns Bachoo boards? Who owns a Bachoo? Am I the only one that owns a Bachoo board?
Damn.
You have a Kryn, right?
Yeah, I have a Kryn, and like Paul had the Numi. That was Bachoo's like first design that I knew about,
Yeah.
and I hated it. It was terrible. Sorry,
That
but the Numi was a
that
lot
design.
better. Sorry, the Kryn was a lot better.
Yeah, I like the Kryn. I've made a lot of FRLs actually, even after Kryn. I did enjoy making FRLs.
It is a gorgeous layout. Like it really is.
It is. It's true.
It is. But now it's time. It's time for us to move on from FRL. Now we've got like way more beautiful layouts. We've got the technology, boys. We've got the technology. We've got the return of like actual 9009, actual MK06. We've got the 21XX, which is coming out soon. Like, yeah, it's not the year of the FRL. The year of the FRL, 2021 to 2024.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
What was your first board, Bachoo, in 2018?
It was the Nemui. That was like my first board that I did public, but like while I was learning, I have a bunch of like different scrap designs.
I gotcha. What was the very first board that you like bought, like as a mechanical keyboard?
Oh, I think it was like some sussy razor.
Yep.
Was it?
Baby's first Death Adder or
wait.
something. I think it was a Death Adder.
Death Adder's a mouse.
Oh, or Black Widow, is it?
Black Widow, yep. Did it have green clicky switches?
I think it was blues at the time.
Oh no, you got dicked so hard.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm so sorry, dude.
It's all good.
You bought the generation, like they had razor switches and they were like in the middle of a feud with whoever was producing them at the time. I think it was Kale. And then they started like courting Greetech. So Greetech started making razor switches, but they never ended up in boards. And the Greetech Razor Green switches were so fucking good. Anyway, during that period, before they went back to Kale with their tail in between their legs, again, I'm to anybody listening, I just woke up like 30 minutes ago and I haven't eaten food and I just got coffee. So like this might be entirely wrong. I might have it backwards. But during a brief period, Black Widows had like cherry blues. And it was like real disappointing in comparison because Razor Green clickies are unironically like a really good OEM clicky switch. Like if you're not going to touch it, it's a good clicky switch.
Damn.
Sorry, Bachoo, for
you're good.
The wild razor ride. Please step into wait, where the fuck is Razor Dungeon? Sorry. No, I don't have it. God, I lost my server recently that had like everything, like all my recordings and everything. Okay, if I say Razor Dungeon, what image comes to mind? If I say step into my Razor Dungeon.
Just like an empty basement with
I just
dirty
think of the
razors
recap
just
game.
hanging.
Snakes.
Nope. It's a razor store. Fuck, I don't have the photo anymore. It's the picture of like an Asian razor store, like Japanese style, where like the entrance is like this big and the entire front is just covered with razor shit.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
that's fucking awesome.
And it's like
sick.
super dark inside, right?
It's closed. You can't even see inside.
What?
I used to say that to people all the time and say, step into my office.
Is it dark so like you can't tell who attacks you with the razor or what?
What? Razor, bro. Razor. As in the green company. Gaming.
Oh, I thought we transitioned
Black
to like
Widow,
straight razors.
Baby. Death Adder. Fucking shit. Blade. What other products does Razor make? Quick. Help James. You should know. They're
I do.
technically a competitor.
I do own their laptop. so can't really.
Wait,
speak
you have
to
a blade?
that. I do. Yeah,
Oh, what generation?
I forgot. I just know it has a good i7.
Cool. So it's something from the last 18 years. Got it.
Oh,
Yeah, it was a long time ago, but
damn.
I still use it.
Do you still have your Razor now, Bachoo? The first board?
No. That thing died on us.
Oh
Rest in
no.
peace.
How did it die?
I don't recall. I think I spilled something on it.
Aha.
User error. But after that, we got a like, I think it was some sussy KBD fans was my first first board, and I don't know if this was a rite of passage during that era, but it's like the brass equals premium for like plates.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
You
yes,
know,
brass
that's
plate
snake
times.
oil. Yeah.
Wait,
That's
what do you mean? What do you mean snake oil? Okay, first of all, brass plates are very beginner friendly in terms
That's
of like
true.
the sound profile. Like you don't like if you have no fucking idea what you're doing when you're building a board, if you go with a brass plate, it's still gonna sound okay, even if the switches are like crooked going into the plate. So
Yeah.
like having brass as a default for a long time was a great thing. I support it.
Yeah. My
As
first
somebody in
it was inks on brass. That was my first build.
okay, you got me with the inks. Okay, inks on brass is
Oh, we
wait,
didn't know.
which inks? Are we talking GAT inks reds or blacks?
Black cat
Are we talking the first release where like
first. OGs.
oh, I love those where you take the top off and the leaf would literally just like jump out
Yes.
and you'd
yes.
never find it again?
Yeah.
Yep. First generation Gateron ink switches. If you own them, do not fucking try to open them. I don't know how they're held together. They're held together by hopes and dreams. But like I tried to modify some of them, and like once I got through like 510. No, I did a whole board. I stuck with it.
Yeah.
Shit, what board was that? What did I build with? It was red inks. It was probably my i69. Maybe.
I can't remember.
God, had so many boards.
Did you said you got into the designing aspect of the hobby during the COVID boom, and I know I'm not trying to dox you or anything, but were you also in university at that time?
No.
Okay. The reason why I ask is James was talking about how he took a designing class in college, but I was wondering.
I mean, you were in high school, right, Bachoo? Like when you started designing.
Yeah.
No.
Huh?
Nah, I graduated 2018 high school.
Okay, so you just hadn't started college yet. Okay.
Yeah.
What was the impetus for you to start designing? Did you think to yourself, I could design a fucking awesome board? Let me give it a go.
Let me
think
put
it was
all these
boredom.
oohs in this one keyboard.
I think it was actual like boredom. Like I saw like a random post one day that it was like, are you interested in learning how to like render keycaps? And I was like, might as well pick up a new skill. And then we learned how to do that, and then we learned how to design boards and stuff like that. And so I render all my stuff, and yeah.
Wait, walk me through how you learned. Because the thing that you just talked about, which is like having an interest in like one bit of a thing, and then you end up going through the rabbit hole and like fucking learning everything. It's a it's a good thing. Like during COVID, a lot of people had that. I learned everything about FPV drones. I've never touched one in my life. I can build one blindfolded.
Yeah. So starting off with keycaps is definitely easier, I would say, because there's less information you need to know. Like you don't
Yeah,
got to worry about tolerances. Like
you
the
just go
only
into
thing that
KDD.
confused me initially was like keycap sizes, because someone would like give me kitting advice and it'd be all in like the like, you need a like 2.25 U pipe key. I'm like, what the hell was a pipe key?
Yeah.
Or something like that. I'm just throwing out like arbitrary like sizes and stuff, not to confuse people, where it's like I didn't know what like this all the like jargon. That was like another thing to initially learn. In regards to rendering, I started off with Blender, but now I swapped to Keyshot because I like joined this group of designers where what we would do is we would have one guy with a camera so expensive that would take like crazy detailed macro shots of GMK, and then another person that would trace that into SVGs, and then me and this other person would make the models for everyone.
Damn.
So our like the models I have for keycaps are very accurate because it even has like the imperfections, like the like the molding fuck ups, pretty much on like some of the keys are like on the renders because we traced it in. And yeah, we started doing Keyshot because of that, because it like it helped with the workflow because we had to make the models in Fusion.
Damn. So first of all, kudos to you. Kudos to anybody who fucking learns Blender. I've said this a million times. Dude, I can't fucking maybe if I give it a go again, but I couldn't even,
No,
make
Blender's too big brain for me.
Yeah.
Like Fusion kind of makes sense to me. Like as long as like Bachoo holds my hand, or like like I'm working with like an actual designer, like doing designs. I can like get through it. But Blender, oh my god.
What's the difference between Blender and Keyshot? Like for someone that doesn't know shit.
Keyshot is like real powerful shit. So like everybody that I know that works in a professional setting, like who's an actual engineer that actually like makes shit, will use Keyshot, or like Inventor, I guess. But like Keyshot for like smaller stuff.
Is it harder to learn?
It's very simple. It's like the default textures in Keyshot completely destroy default textures or what you can like make with like Blender. I don't know if things have changed in the Blender landscape, because it's like, let's be real, I learned Blender, but all that information after those years gone. So like,
I mean that
it's
that info
fine.
is like 4 or 5 years old now, anyways. So like you'd be
Yeah.
you'd be
So I don't
stuck.
know how good textures are for Blender now. I've seen some impressive stuff by the community, but that's like really high like levels, like textures that people have like cultivated basically. But the default textures in like Keyshot can like get you far for now.
Yeah.
But it's a good like point. You can get a really nice render in Keyshot very quick.
James, have you used Keyshot?
Yeah, I've been forced to kind of learn Keyshot.
Professionally, right?
Yeah, just because
Yeah.
of what Bachoo said. It gets you 80% of the way much quicker than Blender does.
Oh.
So,
Is it more expensive, James?
expensive is a strong word. When
very
the
expensive.
software that you use, well, I can't disclose this information, but you know
okay,
what I
that's
mean.
It makes sense for companies to be able to pay for it, and it makes sense for individuals to be able to access it in alternative means.
Paying for it
Yes.
is also a strong word.
So, to James and Bachoo and Simon too, if you have any experience with it, would you recommend someone to start with Blender? Like between the two, obviously Blender is fucking difficult to learn, but if you have the means,
Like for
would you
somebody to learn rendering,
yeah,
shit, I wouldn't know. How about you?
I would
Lie to
recommend
them. Give them the
Blender.
incorrect information. We have enough renderers. Tell them they got to start with Microsoft Paint. That's what all the. That's hey, right now, Microsoft Paint, right there, Microsoft Paint. Look, there's a keyboard.
Yeah,
That's
right
how
there.
you make
That's
the keyboards.
Ooh,
Just
that's how you
render
do
in
it. No
Fusion.
shadows, nothing. We don't need it.
Just render in Fusion. You don't need anything else.
Exactly. I would definitely say Blender. There's a lot of like good tutorials now, and like it's probably been a long time since I had to like look at Blender, but I know there's a lot of good new tools that like make things a lot more seamless. And there's also the keyboard render kit that's always being like fixed up. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but it's always being like, updated and yeah, iterated upon. That's what I wanted to say. So you could always like do that.
Okay. Did you have any mentors or people that helped you learn Blender starting out?
Well, there was like the keyboard, or like the Keycap design Discord at the start before that got nuked, and then I think it got brought back. I don't know. I know it got brought back. I haven't joined, but that was that's how like people initially learned, because it was like people would just like post screenshots
Wait,
of
one
like
second.
step by step.
we got to give the people listening a small history lesson on the Keycap design
Yeah.
Discord. But
Explain
just
it,
real
explain
quick.
to me.
love
All right,
KDD.
Explain.
So here's my personal experience with KDD. I didn't know it existed, and eventually I found out it existed, and then I joined their Discord, and I didn't send any messages, and after 3 people spoke, I got banned. So that's Keycap Design Discord right there.
What the fuck?
I got immediately. I didn't even say a fucking
Oh.
word. I just showed up. I'm like, oh, there's a KDD. Let me check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I might have like said a couple things, but like I didn't say anything like bad. I just like said normal stuff. But yeah, just got insta banned.
Is it because some designers didn't like you by how you?
Well, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
KDD was the epitome of like dog shit. Keycap said, "Look at me, graphic design is my passion. I found 2 colors and put them together. I am art now. Please buy art." It was, yeah, I don't know. I guess like I was too critical of too many designs that emerged from that place, and I kind of saw it as, you know, a place that didn't exactly make anything fruitful.
Yeah.
I don't know if I shared that out loud. I don't keep track of the things I say. We have the recap sheet for that. There's a spreadsheet that keeps track of all the shit I say.
But now it's back, huh? The Discord is back, or apparently?
Yeah, apparently they're back, and it's somehow different. I think everybody's just like gotten more mature. It's something that we've seen like overall for like sections of this hobby that used to be kind of like infantile and have now like become much more refined. Like even like in like bigger communities like the Mech Keys Discord, like the big Discord, like things have gotten a lot calmer. At least the people that were around before are now like, you know, think of like Pudsey, for example. Pudsey used to be fucking wild, but now Pudsey joins the Illuminati server and blesses us all, for we
Yeah.
are not worthy. Shit, I need to check the Pudsey prayers. One moment.
Yeah, we have to pray. I forgot to ask you this, James, but I know you said that watching Holly streams was very helpful for you when you started designing. Was there also a
Mhm.
Discord that helped you as well, or no?
Yeah, sort of. I guess you just hang around all the keyboard discords and you gather bits of information here and there.
Yeah.
Sort of helps you out, right?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Bachoo, was there anyone in specific that you wanted to like shout out? It's not good
Oh,
keyboard friend of the
absolutely.
week, but
You can actually see him. I shout him out in every Geek Hack post I've ever made at the bottom. But
Yeah.
Nathan Alphaman, he basically taught me everything I know about like rendering in like high detail, and like him and we would have like super late night sessions where we're just like constantly working on like textures and stuff that we could do better together, and it was always very fun, and we love that man.
That's awesome.
Good on you for always shouting him out. It's kind of like Eminem always shouting out Dr. Dre, even though it's been like 40 years. You're like, bro, I'll never forget what you did.
That's fucking awesome.
Absolutely.
Shit. This is kind of a softball question, but you know, fuck it. There's a point where it might not be fun to learn things by yourself, but I feel like having some sort of help, either by it being mentors or a lot of YouTube tutorials, just having someone to bounce questions off of is super fucking cool, whether it be designing, whether it be just, you know, learning things in general. But do you guys think that we're too fractured and it's hard to, you know, if you want to be a designer, maybe you go into the Keycap Discord or the designing Discord, but do you guys think it's too fractured of a community right now with having too many Discords to figure out, you
No,
know, where to go
no.
if you want to learn about this or that?
It's the future, Hubert. It's the future. There's like a billion sites for any particular thing these days, right? Like that's kind of how the world is. But like if you're looking into like starting designing and whatnot, there's lots of resources. The hard part is just like making yourself actually learn it, you know? And if you're in the community, you most definitely know somebody that's willing to help. Like not everybody can DM Bachoo like I did and be like, bro, teach me Fusion. But you can DM another friend of yours and be like, hey, bro, teach me Fusion for like a couple hours. It'd be really fucking helpful. And I doubt people would say no. Like most people are willing to help you learn something. You know, people aren't gonna like throw you $1,000 at you, but you know, a good friend will hang out on a call for like an hour and be like, yeah, bro, do this, do that.
That's
A little
awesome.
bit of hand holding.
So don't be afraid to reach out if there's not like a centralized
Yep.
source of information. If you want to design something, reach out to someone that you think is a good designer and ask if they can help.
Or somebody that's an okay designer. You know, you got to start somewhere.
Mhm.
You know, you can't learn to be, you know, a master artist day one, but you can learn how to paint a little bit. That's all that matters. Like I fiddled around with design and Bachoo helped me with that. And it wasn't because I wanted to make products to sell for money. I just wanted to learn the process and understand how it all works because it's something I've been involved in, but I've just never done the design aspect of like any keyboards. But, you know, being able to get in there and like very basically manipulate the objects on the screen with the tools that I have helps me at the very least like be able to communicate to a designer and be like, yeah, bro, you know, this chamfer right here needs to, you know, go the other way, or I don't like this fitment right here, we need to add a little bit more gap. It's I'm not saying these are things that I have picked up because I have picked up Fusion, but they're things that are at the very least like easier to talk about now that I've picked up Fusion, you know, because like again, random fucking tangent, but that's the whole point of this podcast anyway.
Yeah. No, fuck yeah, dude.
The NWO 5000, which like I'll pull a picture on the screen. It's not an amazing picture, but whatever, just so you guys know what it is. It's a G80 5000. Oh god, I'm gonna have to scroll for fucking ever in this, aren't I? But like the whole concept is it's real complex, right? There's like elements to it. Okay, the one picture I have is of it together and not of it like apart, but it's a G80 5000. It's got two parts and they swing apart basically. But we've been stuck on like the sliding assembly. Like, how do you do that? You know? And I reached out to Gian. And then Gian, like literally 5 days later, sends me back like the most advanced thing that he had like integrated into a keyboard that had like 20 moving parts and like PET sliders. And I'm just like, that's really cool. I don't want this to be a $2,000 keyboard. Thanks, though.
I have seen it. It is a really cool mechanism.
Yeah.
Oh
You
damn.
should really get that working.
Yeah. I mean, like the plan is NWO 5000 sometime this year, but like, I got to figure out who's going to be able to help me out with it because it's a balancing act, right? Like we want to make the mechanism, but we don't want the board to be stupid expensive. So how sussy can you make it while it like never breaking during like routine use is the kind of situation.
Yeah.
But we'll see. All right. I know there's a thing that Hubert you would not have had in the questions. But Bachoo is like super into not just security, but also like infrastructure, microservices. So the kind of shit that I'm into. We're big nerds, okay? I wanna,
Yeah.
I wanna find out more about that
Go for it.
because I know you were learning. I know you were learning like basic tools like John the Ripper, stuff like that. On what was that? That was it a security specific class?
Yeah. I like graduated last year in May. And I got like all my cybersecurity certifications and stuff.
Sweet.
I've been trying to like just do IT.
IT's kind of rough. So on like my brother also does cybersecurity. He works for Atlassian. He does like he
Oh,
does
nice.
cyber defense for them. So like what do you want to do like long term?
As long as I'm not really a picky person, as long as like I'm comfortable, I really don't
But what do
care
you
what I'm
want?
doing.
What do you want? Like what's the job where like if somebody gives you this job, you'll fucking go work it even if like the pay is half of everything else. Like what is that
Oh,
job?
like just anything that lets me be lazy while working, to be honest. Like as long as I can play like RuneScape on the job while looking productive, oh my goodness. You know, I just want to be stuck in a server room and playing RuneScape while looking busy.
Fuck yeah.
I do want like I do like network engineering. Like just
God.
yesterday I finished setting up my open sense router and stuff. My
Ooh.
ISP finally stopped being cucks and let me put my stuff in bridge mode for real.
Oh, I never got that to happen back in Dubai. So they wouldn't even let you into the ISP router. So I brute forced it, got into the ISP router, of course. And then I removed the entire network from the router, plugged in one cable from that router to my new firewall, and did a full forward of everything. Whatever you get, you send here. You don't even exist. So I was able to basically do a bridge mode. Like, it probably added a little bit of latency, but it worked.
Yeah. In regards to the like previous topic though, I will say back when I started in 2020, it was really, really hard to get information compared to now. Like, I do joke about like I love gatekeeping, but it was actually really bad back then. So I made I swore to myself, because it's like people would just dono wall you permanently when you're just like trying to ask for like, hey, how do you do this? Or like they wouldn't share anything. So my DMs are always open. I don't care who you are. If I miss a DM, DM me again. I will always share like my knowledge with screenshots, because like I don't want to be in that position, or like I don't want to put others in that position when I was first learning. I mean, there's a lot more resources now, so like I usually direct unless it's like super specific, but yeah, I will sit down with you and just teach you Fusion. I don't care who you are.
Well done. My DMs are also always open. For those of you that don't know, like how to like get to me and get to Bachoo, if you join my Discord server, this is the first time I'm going to tell you to actually click it. If you join the Discord server, you like my DMs are open, and I think Bachoo's DMs are open from our server. But like DM me, I answer all fucking DMs. I'm not a pro designer like Bachoo is, but if you need help with quality control, you need help with basic design elements, sound tuning, running group buy, negotiations, anything like that, hit me up. No problem. Like, I answer every single DM always. Like, maybe I forget once in a while, but like if somebody DMs me, I answer them. Like I got people that DM'd me a couple days ago from the weirdest fucking, hey Simon, I'm not really deep into the keyboard hobby, and I just watched your keyboard A to Z series. So dude found me on YouTube, watched like my 7 videos. At that point, I'm just like, yeah. The dude asked me, he's like, hey, I'm looking at these boards, and I'm like, you do you. Don't let me like push you in a particular direction. Get what makes you happy.
That's awesome. That's awesome. The three of you are like that, and a lot of the good keyboard friends we've had on and will have on are like that as well. I mean, for the most part, people are super nice in the community, and that's fucking awesome that you're like that, Bachoo. You give back, just like we were talking about last episode with Simon and Khalil. I mean, what better way to say thank you to those that have helped you than to give back to others? It doesn't have to be about money. It could be about spending your time, which is more valuable in some cases than actual money. So I don't know if anybody knows this, that isn't a Black Simon Discord enthusiast, but these three were the reasons that I have this board here.
Is that the Muramasa?
It's a
No.
Muramasa.
Wait, is it? No.
It is.
Oh, no, it's
No.
so long.
Wait, yours is 8K.
What is yours?
I don't think mine is 8K. Wait, 1 second.
Okay. And
I have it right behind me.
This is not 8K. It's a different layout.
Fuck you, Simon. No, I'm just joking.
This is just 4K.
All right. Yeah, for the record, I have it in my review pile, James. Don't worry.
Oh my god. But yeah, it's
yep. Mine has arrows. Check this out.
Show me yours. Oh, what's different? Oh,
yeah, yours is 8K. Mine is arrows.
Those are very long.
Yours is bigger than mine. Why is yours always bigger than mine?
Well, this is the James one. This one is the.
It has brass weights with copper engravings on top of it.
Yes, it has brass weights with copper engravings.
But yeah, I wanted to specifically thank Bachoo, because these three guys were the reasons that I even have this board, along with other people that I'll mention as well. But Bachoo donated this as well. This Polybius desk mat. Did you also donate the Polybius keycaps?
Oh yes,
yeah.
No shot.
Yeah, dude. Bachoo gave me so much shit.
Are they sealed?
Well,
can I see them? I remember, like, I love the Oh, it's literally that. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, that is Polybius. That's great.
And some people gave monetarily. like Simon, like James. I think Bachoo even did too. Maybe I don't remember. But the point is, these guys are so fucking awesome. Bachoo is so fucking awesome. Without these guys and without Bachoo, I would not have this Muramasa. And it just goes to show you that like giving back is so amazing in the community. This was the October 2023 gift, I think. I'm gonna mute myself and open it so I can show the insides if somebody else wants to ask Bachoo a couple questions. But yeah, thank you, Bachoo. You're fucking awesome, and you
no
too as well.
problem.
I'm gonna mute myself and open this up.
Bachoo, what happened to your camera? Are you afraid to show your face? We know what you look like. At least I know what you look like.
No, my camera is broken right now.
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
Yeah, I could join on phone, but I feel like that's even more sussy. So, just
Yeah, that is kind of sussy. That's
Yeah.
unfortunate. Was it like a camera or just like a webcam?
it was just a webcam, so it was fine.
Okay, whatever. Yeah. If those break, I don't care. Feels bad. Do you want me to send you a camera?
No, I'm good.
Because I have a webcam. Like I need to send Tengus my my old audio interface because I have swapped audio interfaces since episode 1 because
That's
his audio
great.
was so
actually great.
sussy. I was just
Yeah.
like, well, I can't buy you a new audio interface, but I've been wanting to upgrade mine for 5 years, so surprise.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people in this hobby are really nice, especially it's like once you have like regulars, especially in like my Discord server, like friends with the regulars pretty much just make good keyboard friends everywhere. But like for example, there was a time when I felt like I fell upon really bad financial hardships and I had to sell like a couple of my boards. People in my server like bought that up really quickly and like helped me out a lot for that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess Simon knows a thing or two about that as well, right?
Well, I mean, I was also going through very strong financial hardships, and I needed to fund a move out of a country, and like I needed, I was very transparent about the whole thing. Like I needed $25,000, and a lot of people massively overpaid for my keyboard collection, and a lot of the people that purchased it like anonymously, so I like can't shout them out, but like a lot of people really fucking overpaid for the boards to help me out, and I do appreciate that. And not even that, like the lads pooled together money so I could keep some of my boards, and by some I mean one, but like I got paid, what was it, $1,100 to keep my SSK.
Fuck yeah, thank you, threes.
That is amazing. Listen, it's like people think in like this modern day and age, nobody gives a fuck about anybody else, but that's not true. Your friends, your friends in whatever hobby and whatever niche you're in will look out for you as long as you build that relationship. As long as you're good to your people will be good to you. And I'm not saying that's a 100% thing. Not everybody, is a decent human being, but like more often than not, most people are real fucking decent, you know? Like
Agreed.
you could pop into anybody's DMs, you can ask anybody questions. When you interface with people in this hobby, like I can count on like 1 or 2 hands, like the people that are just complete assholes that like you don't want to deal with. It's really, really rare. It's a good community to be in.
It's true. And like we all know, once the purchasing goes away, or once even you stop designing, that doesn't mean that your fucking friends are gone. You can still hang out with the people that you met in the community. It doesn't have to be about keyboards, dude. It's fucking awesome. And
I also find that
Oh.
a lot of people in the keyboard hobby, there's just a lot of overlap. So it's just like, as like Simon was saying earlier, it's like we're networking nerds, but then we also have like a lot of audio nerds as well. Like anything that goes towards the setup and like higher end stuff, there's overlap. So
Yeah,
even if you're
we are
stepping out of the
cursed.
hobby, I'm still talking to people about headphones.
fuck yeah, dude.
Then you look at people like Alessio, and if you guys don't know Alessio, don't worry about it. Who transitioned from like super high end boards, like fucking like OG die subs, to like cameras and DJing and like other
He's just
expensive
doing
shit.
side quests.
I mean, everybody loves their side quests. Like me and Paul were into watches, as if like, sorry, I muted myself. As if we weren't screwed enough. And then cameras as well, and then like audio as well. Oh boy, all the bigly expensive hobbies.
And James got into coffee, or had been a coffee enthusiast, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but I guess that's like a cheaper hobby compared to these guys.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's pretty good.
The real hobby is complaining.
Mhm.
Let's be honest. That's the real hobby.
The real
That's-
hobby is getting scammed left and right.
Oh, yeah. And then complaining
Trying
about
to
it.
avoid the potholes, yeah.
Oh my god. Well, real
Has
quick,
everyone here been scammed? I feel
Yep.
like that's a rite of passage.
I have
Dude,
been scammed.
Yeah.
the closest I ever got was I bought GMK Civilization from Mexico a
Is
week before they
Hubert-
went off.
Is Hubert a virgin? I didn't get scammed
yeah.
until
Yeah.
like post-COVID. It was the weaving that got me.
Oh, dude, I have not. I missed out Mexico, and it wasn't even for me. It was for my friend by a week.
I
Oh,
never
dude.
touched any sussy vendor. So like I've always been super, super fucking careful.
Yeah.
The weaving got me. The weaving got me. It would be like the
Yeah.
equivalent of like somebody coming up to you, Hubert, and being like, "Hey, we're re-releasing the OTDCL, but like it's a real like low-key group buy, and there's not many units, and it's made by the original fucking guy." You'd be like, "Fuck yeah, send that money over." And then 4 years later, bend over.
Fuck you. Real quick, I want to. So I opened it up just to show how cool the insides are. I can't.
Wow.
Can you see that on the screen? Is it
It's
mirrored?
October
Seen that by
23.
now.
That's so cool. Holy shit.
So everybody who donated or helped this become a reality, I have their names engraved in this weight. So real quick, I just want to run through them. I'll talk to you guys in future episodes and just in general as well. But
Wait. Let's explain to people what the fuck happened. So October is like a giveaway month that like I run every year. Absolutely, don't worry about it. Don't look into the history. And
Yeah, let's talk about 2024 for October.
So in October 2023, the premise of that year's October was to select like about 10 people and then like make builds for them. Not me personally, but like we split off into groups. Yeah, it was a group project, and they would make a board for a chosen recipient, and Hubert was one of the chosen recipients. So like everybody came together. Some people gave with money. Some people designed keyboards for the recipient. Some people built it. You know, some people handled the logistics. It was really fucking cool.
yeah,
So the product of that is what Hubert's got in his hands.
yeah, dude. And
Well,
there's
Hubert's story was a little more amazing than that, right? So let me talk about it a little bit.
okay.
So originally it was for an Italian guy who was super into NASA keyboards, like
Yeah.
super into NASA stuff. And then so we got the funding for that keyboard, which was also like a similar keyboard to that, but it was a different color. It was a blue, anodized blue. It had like cool like Apollo mission engravings on it. He even got the blue Olivetti keycaps on it, which were super cool. Italian as well. And then after that, I received a DM because I was running the blue keyboard project, and then I received a DM from somebody, Spooky actually, which is Hubert's good keyboard friend.
Shout out
And
Spooky.
he said, "Oh, there's this really cool guy in his community that's been giving away boards to people, that's been, giving away free stuff to people, helping people out a lot." And then he was saying like, "Oh, is there any way we can make a keyboard to gift to him as well?" And that's where this board came out. And I remember asking in the group chat and asking, can we actually extend and then add a recipient to the October 2023? And that's what happened.
Okay. I'm eternally grateful.
Super cool, yeah.
I mean, besides you three, there were some anonymous donors too, but Spooky, McLovin, Rido. I can't pronounce for the love of I don't know how to pronounce some of these names. Rido, Jen, Ray, Regalia, Keepothecary, Ari, Anthony, Broom, Hypercounter, Micah, Komi, Nian, Tech FSG, Blue Hornet, Bachoo, Jampot, Moods, Moshe, James, and Black Simon. You guys are always going to be part of me and part of this keyboard. So
Let's
you
go.
guys are fucking awesome.
Why the
So
hell is
thank
my name on it? I wasn't part of the group.
you donated, did you?
You threw in some funds, I remember.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
you set up the whole thing, actually, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I set up the thing, but like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, if I gave funds, then my name can be. I don't like having my name on shit. My name is literally only on that and the W1. My name is nowhere. Oh wait, and the Illuminati ISO that has my name on it hidden.
I gotcha.
That's
and
it.
the OG and the OGR, right? The OG.
Wait,
The ISO OGR probably.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
It just has his face on it. That's all it is.
Come on, camera.
Okay.
There we go. It's just a sticker.
Very cool.
Yeah, I don't think there's a Simon in there.
Bachoo, I have a question.
Yeah.
What's a waifu?
Oh God, it's like the worst thing you could ask me.
I'm actually genuinely curious because, like, you are known to be a big weep, and that's fine. Like,
Yeah.
you're a big weeb in the right way. You're a big weeb where, like, you know, you do it at home where you're not bothering anybody and you're not shoving it in my face. I appreciate that. You know, even like I own one of your boards that is technically a weeb board. Does that make me a big weeb? Yeah, obviously. But walk me through like how you became a big weeb. What was your introduction to anime? How'd you start loving this shit?
Well, first of all, Kryn was not a Weeb board, believe it or not.
Yes.
That was my one only not
am
Weeb
safe.
board project. Actually, Ouroboros, my
You
other
almost got him.
project, is also not Weeb. So I do have not Weeb projects. But yeah, regards to
We're
the
safe,
waifu
boys.
question,
We're safe.
I get it's just your anime wife. That's literally it.
Mhm.
I think I got started with like obviously Dragon Ball. Like that was like the start, but also my cousins
Wait,
had like Sailor
Dragon
Moon
Ball
on the V.
Z or Dragon Ball what?
It was like a Z when like Goku was an adult,
Okay.
not GT. I'm not that old, unfortunately. I'm sorry, Unks. But yeah, my cousins had a Sailor Moon on the VHS, and that was the OG, or like
Shit,
that
I
was the
remember that
primer.
being on TV. I never watched it though. I like my dumb brain couldn't figure out anime as a child. I'm just like, this is weird.
It made me
Yeah,
feel
I think
things.
it was definitely Dragon Ball that really like got me into it, and then there was like other stuff running around that time, like Naruto and stuff. And then just from there, I just like watched random stuff.
What's your favorite? No. That's too hard of a question. Give me top 5 animes from beginning. Well, just in general. Yeah, top 5 animes that you've enjoyed, whether it be like when you were a kid or just now, or just top 5
Top
anime.
5 is also pretty hard, but I think
Okay.
my
Maybe just
favorite
give us
of
a
all
couple.
time.
Yeah.
I think my favorite of all time is definitely just Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That's a classic. I recommend it to everyone. The dub is really really good. Like if like you can just watch it and have a good time. Absolutely. The soundtrack is spectacular. I have it like saved at really high quality FLACs because I
For
really enjoyed
the
just listening to it.
investigators listening, yes, that is pure confirmation that Bachoo is actually not a weeb because he just suggested that you watch a dubbed version of an anime. He's clear, boys.
It's like Code Geass. The Code Geass dub is also really good.
Oh, I only ever watched it. I was literally going to say Spanish. I've only ever watched it in Japanese.
It's also the dub is also good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Shit. Okay, wait.
What's yours? It's Code Geass, right? Yes, I said it incorrectly.
My favorite anime of all time. I mean, I love Death Note, and I know that's very stereotypical. I'm not super big into anime, but like I've seen some like really good anime. Death Note is a really good anime. That goes without saying. I like Gurren Lagann, which is like I guess it's like a little bit more obscure, but I love the arc. I love any TV show, regardless of like how it's made or if it's an anime or like live action. I don't give a shit. But like something with like a character progression arc of that scale, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that, and it's really cool.
Fuck yeah.
That's
James,
also
Literally
really
just like
good
a
one.
little kid who digs holes and then like turns into like controlling robots the size of galaxies. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's like the biggest arc of all time.
God damn. James, do you like anime? You have some animes that you love, right?
I am very much a non-weeb, I would say. But I do really enjoy Death Note as well, but I'm not sure if that counts because it's a story that is really
No,
good.
it counts. Like
Mm.
I think like there are like works that transcend their medium, and Death Note transcends being anime in the same way
Mhm.
that like Pokemon transcends being anime. Like nobody thinks Pokemon's an anime, even though it very obviously is. But yeah. Ooh, Butcher, did you like Dragon Ball Super? Did you watch it?
Oh, yeah.
I've watched like certain episodes when it's like at the peak of the hype.
No, you need to actually watch it. Like there are like a few filler episodes, but they're still kind of worthwhile. Dragon Ball Super was good. I don't know
I
why I liked
watched
it so
like
much.
certain arcs all at once though, like scattered here and there.
Mm.
I definitely think one of the more recent shows that I've watched that like just instantly went into my top 5, maybe even my top 3 was Free Run.
Oh, yeah.
That
Yeah.
was a really good
Mm.
show. I
Yeah,
really
right.
recommend it too. It doesn't feel like anime. It's like what Simon said about transcending its like genre. It's just a good story.
Mhm. Indeed.
How did
That I
you
agree
how do you
with.
how do you figure out which anime you want to design around in terms of like a board and stuff like that? Do you
If I
do
like
you
the series,
okay.
pretty
And then
much.
you pick the series first. You have the inspiration first and then you try and build a board around it versus just like
I
slapping.
never design unless I have like a plan.
Yeah.
Like I always have like my novelties planned out and stuff like
Oh
that. And
no.
I don't design boards until like I have at least like sketches or like an idea of what to send to like one of my like SVG artists that like help me
Mhm.
often.
Yep.
Do you have like a creative do you block out like a specific part of your day to think about, designing, or is it more of like, "Oh fuck, this sounds awesome. Let me,
In the
spur of the
moment,
moment."
yeah.
Okay.
Like whenever it happens.
Okay.
Absolutely. I also think it's like this might it depends on what I'm designing, but like the colors of the character also are important if it's like keycaps, but I don't know. It's really more just like the character or the series it's from. I'm most known for like the Fate stuff because
Mm,
that's like also one of my favorite shows, and like that Fate is a gigantic IP, so there's always like something you could do.
right. That's fucking awesome. I haven't designed anything. James, do you do something similar? It's more of like a, "Oh, hey, I got an idea. Let me work on it." Or do you set a specific block of time out of your day to
I don't
like
really. I
dream?
don't. I think I rarely design of themes. I just kind of decide on a spec of keyboard and go for it. But I do have a small fun fact for you guys. So
Okay.
Simon is designing the NWO 5000, right?
I'm
He
not
has his
designing
own.
it, but yes.
Yeah, he has his own NWO series, and it's
Yeah.
actually because he's a huge fan of Naruto. So the NWO, the N in NWO stands for Naruto, while the W stands for Weeb. So that's some context for you guys.
It stands for Naruto Weeb Origin, guys. That's what the NWO has always been. It's not New World Order, okay? It's something
Yeah.
else.
Oh my
Indeed,
god.
yes.
New World Order, that's fucking awesome. Do you watch wrestling, Simon? Do you know pro
Oh
wrestling?
no. It's New World Order as in Illuminati
Oh.
keyboards, as in my
Oh.
literal brand of keyboards is Illuminati. New World Order, baby.
So how did you get into Simoncord, and how did you become a moderator, Bachoo? How did that
Wait,
process?
Butcher's a moderator? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oops.
what?
I'm kidding.
Okay. He got me. Simon got me.
I think it was like during the prime of the like KDD stuff. I was like, oh, this dude's a hater. I gotta tune into the streams. I but it's like the feedback that Simon gave to like people and like even myself, I really appreciated. So I just kind of stuck around in the community pretty much, and then it's like. As we were talking about earlier, giving back. So then I joined the recap team, and then like I became a mod eventually, I guess too.
Fuck yeah.
I literally couldn't even remember that you were a mod.
Oh, so you weren't kidding.
He treats his people very well.
In the basement.
Yeah.
Yes, from which there is no escape.
James, you got recruited to the basement too, didn't you? The recap
I
team?
don't think
Yeah,
James.
I did.
I don't think James is a mod.
I am too.
No one man should have all that power.
Wait, is James a mod?
Yeah, I am because So this
Yeah,
is what happened.
I literally.
This is what happened. I told you something about something that I couldn't do, and I had to do it. So I have been modded, but I've not done anything that helped the server out in any way. So
Oh, dude.
Okay,
Well,
Hubert, there it is. There's your segue. Do it.
Oh my god. So I don't remember. Everybody remembers the Falador Massacre in old school RuneScape. Everybody
2006, baby. Never forget.
Everybody also remembers the Bachoo Massacre of Simoncord.
Oh no.
For those of you that don't know, there I don't know how
there
to
was
fucking
an
start it.
incident.
I don't know
There
how to
was an
start it. Yeah,
incident.
go for it. And then
There was an incident in which a certain mod of the Black Simon server, namely Mr. Bachoo, was hacked and had some interesting things to say in the server. Is that it? I
Yeah,
mean, that was
yeah.
it, right?
I don't
That's
even know the
basically
scope
it.
of what he did. Did he just say like crazy shit?
Okay, so
Or
he's
did he delete channels?
I was
No.
asleep the whole time, so I didn't know anything about it.
I was
okay.
out, yeah.
So the second, okay, so I wasn't there, but I was told that one, the server icon was changed to like a big penis.
Okay.
Two,
Classic.
you kept on saying nonstop
Okay.
in all the fucking
Oh
channels,
my god.
and then like the dude started deleting the channels from the top. Like announcements, mod talk, like whatever's up top got deleted first. And like
Okay.
by the time I got in, like the channels were already deleted and the account was already booted out, and I just like recreated the channels. But I don't know what happened. I think like there were a lot of racist words and
Yeah.
a lot of content that absolutely should not have been posted on Discord.
Absolutely. You know, it's crazy because
I'm glad you
only
learned cybersecurity.
Oh yeah. It wasn't even my fault, to be honest. But I guess it was my fault, but not really. Other people should have better security, so then users don't get impacted. But anyways,
Wait, is the
yeah.
implication that did you just imply that I shouldn't give you moderation rights?
No. I'm just saying like those like whatever Discord bot like endpoints should be a bit stronger. I'm blaming Discord, not you. But another server I was a part of got nuked, which is really weird because only 2 servers got impacted. So I don't think the dude who got my like access to my account had that much control, because they couldn't change my password. They couldn't like remove the authenticator. They couldn't do 2-factor. All they could do was like
the servers.
Yeah, all they could do is just like delete random stuff. And only 2 servers I was like a mod of like got like impacted. Not even my own keyboard design Discord. I feel like that should have gotten like destroyed first.
Yeah.
You know, because that's my server.
Is it the biggest though? I think like he went to like the biggest ones where you had like moderation.
Oh yeah, then if we're going size, then yeah, it was definitely those 2. But my game theory about it was that you know, when you like use like sign in with Discord to like a Discord bot dashboard, I feel like something got compromised there, and like one of my sessions or like some webhook stuff got like taken over, and then that's how they got access into my account. So I like revoked everything, and then just in case, like I used a separate computer to like redo passwords for like literally everything I've ever had to use a password for, just in case. But yeah, no incident since. So
Fuck,
it was
dude.
definitely that.
Maybe it was a targeted attack towards Simon's server. You know?
Maybe.
I doubt it.
What's crazy is how many people thought like, oh, there goes Bachoo.
Oh yeah, there's Bachoo
once-
again, fucking saying and fucking banning people. Oh yeah, he was also banning people like left and right.
Yeah, there he goes on that power trip again.
Yep, there he goes, being the stereotypical white boy.
Yeah.
I would say all the 12-year-olds in the server at the time didn't really help the situation.
Oh yeah, they were. Like they were
Like, it was not just what Bachoo, the account, was saying. It was all the other people that piled in on it.
Yeah.
And also did a lot of other weird shit.
Yeah, for those of you
People
that
were really enthusiastic to let me know what
Mhm.
happened in there, and it wasn't
Exactly.
like a hey man, your account got compromised. It's like, bro, it's like, nice one, bro, and it was like, that was not me. It's like crazy.
I love this picture of the Nazi imagery that you posted. I'm all about it.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, by the way, like my Discord server rules are more relaxed than like most Discord servers. It's really, really, really hard to get banned from Black Simon Discord. It's not impossible. It happens. Like if you do racist shit or you dox people or you break like Discord terms of service, we ban you. But like generally, like I wrote the manual, and the manual says do not bully people for having an opinion. But you should absolutely bully people indiscriminately just to keep a sense of fear. I'm actually going to pull up the document. It's real. I promise it's real.
Oh, the mod guidelines.
Yep, I have mod guidelines. Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Yep, there it is. So right there, my ideology, everybody should have the privilege to talk with others on the server, even if they are immature, have incorrect opinions, or are annoying to you personally. Mods should be scary, but always approachable. The following scenarios are just examples, but if you need to establish your strength, you are free to punish people with short temporals and bullying them or giving them dumbass rolls.
That's amazing.
It's so good. I've never seen it. Now I will start bullying people.
Wait, it's literally pinned in like the moderation channel.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, right?
Oh God, I just read the title.
What? What does it say?
Imagine being a Discord mod in the worst fucking Discord on earth is the title of the document.
But yeah, just slander on my good name. That's crazy.
Fuck, dude. That it brings me to something that I want to bring up. If you like something, like say you like a 60% O-ring gummy keyboard, people's opinions shouldn't matter that much. You know what you want, you know what you like, and you enjoy it. Fuck what everybody else says,
It's a difficult thing for a lot of people to grasp. A lot of people like live to please others in like some way or another. It's really, really hard to find people that like genuinely don't give a shit. It's something you kind of develop over age, which is why like old people don't give a fuck. But like it's kind of part of that. Like people want to fit in. People like I'm trying to like be as nice as possible and not call people sheep, but like a lot of people are like that. They're gonna seek affirmation. Like people, like I get the same fucking question all the time. Simon, should I buy this keyboard or this keyboard? I'm like, bro, buy the one that you like. Why the fuck are you asking me?
Yeah.
Like they're both good. Like if you gave me one that was dog shit, one that was great, I'd be like, yeah, okay. But like every time it's like, Simon, should I get good keyboard A or good keyboard B? I'm like, bro, just get. I don't fucking know. Get the one you like.
Yeah, man.
And then like don't tell anybody about it. Just enjoy it.
It's totally fine if your friends have different opinions than you, or just people in general. I think what's important is, first of all, you can afford it. You be financially responsible, and second of all, if you like something, you like it. Fuck what anybody else says. You're the one that's enjoying the hobby.
God, I want to be financially responsible right now. I want to buy a 21XX and a diversity and like, fuck, I want to buy that board that Jono, the wombat, the all brass wombat. I wish I had like $15,000 right now to just buy like 4 keyboards.
Well, what are the tips, right? What are the tips that you three can give to the audience in terms of trying to figure out preferences? Whoever feels more strongly about it can start first, and then we'll ask the other two.
Go to meetups. Try shit. Go to meetups, try shit. It doesn't need to be a gigantic fucking meetup that's like got 400 people. It can be a small little meetup with like 5-6 people. You just show up as long as you tell people you're coming, right? And you follow the rules of the meetup. Go try some shit, go try some shit. It's the best way to try stuff because people generally put their best foot forward at a meetup and are going to bring nice builds. So you're going to see like, if I put in effort, this is what X build is good. Excuse me, is going to feel like, or this build, you know, if I can get linears this good or tune them this good, wow, that's amazing.
Agreed.
I think that's the best way. Like if you're just like, if you have all the money in the world, then like just have variety, you know? In your head, be like, I'm going to make a nice linear build. I'm going to make a nice clicky build, and I'm going to make a nice tactile build. And, you know, by process of elimination, I'm going to figure out the thing that I want to try the most. Not the thing that I think is the best, not the thing that's the best rated. The thing I want to try the most comes first, and I want to try that. And then I'll try the next thing, and then I'll try the next thing. And that's it.
I like it. I like it. And even if you find out that you don't like it, hey, at least you figured it out. Because most people will generally bring what they enjoy to meetups, right? No one's gonna, for the most part, you're typically not gonna bring a board that you don't enjoy to a meetup, or like
you'll know it when you
built.
see it. You'll know it
Yeah.
when you see it, when it's a board that, like, you know, is like a joke or whatever.
Mm-hmm. So what if you can't go to a meetup, and what if you are hurting for funds? Are there any tips for those that are trying to figure out the preferences?
Make the fucking meetup, dude.
Yeah.
Just make the meetup. Like, I live in like the Rochester area of Minnesota. If I wanted to, I could hop on Mech Market or r/mechanical keyboards and just post, hey, there's going to be a small little meetup at this little brewery, you know. Obviously, I'll go talk to them first and be like, hey, can we get a table for like 10 people that are going to have keyboards and stuff? Is that cool? Yeah, just make it happen. Literally make it happen. I guarantee you there are people, there are hot singles in your area that are into keyboards. I guarantee you. That's how I met Paul, okay? Paul lived 5 minutes away from me in Dubai. I had no idea until he tuned into one of my streams. And I was just like, oh, you're in Dubai? I'm like, yeah. And then that turned into, oh, we live in the same neighborhood and I'm a 2-minute walk from your house? I'm like, yeah. Go figure.
That's amazing. Bachoo or James, do you have any tips to add on, or just to further say what Simon said?
Have rich friends that have tried a lot of things and can ship you nice boards. That's what happened to me. But another big one for people that don't have rich friends, get something nice that's hot swappable and just try a bunch of switches before you like commit to soldering something. I find that solder is like, I know what I want, and I want it to be like this.
Yeah. I think everybody's board should be a hot swap. And I think every enthusiast, like once you got like 4 or 5 boards, you should have a hot swap TKL just for like break-in and just like trying switches and shit. Like everybody should own at least one hot swap board. Like I wouldn't, like Butcher said, it's not something I'd consider final. So like I wouldn't, you know, be dailying like a nice board with a hot swap PCB. No, I'd rather solder. But like to try shit out, if you're just getting into the hobby, I presume you're getting hot swap anyways. And if you're an enthusiast that's been in this hobby a long time and you don't have a hot swap at least TKL or larger, so you can break in switches, get one. They're so fucking cheap. Get a Keychron, get a Lumen Key, get a Tech Bear, get a QK or Neo or whatever. Get whatever. Just get something that's hot swap. Like whatever you can get cheap enough, do it.
Well, my advice is a little strange, but I'll throw it out there. I think when it comes to sound and feel, you really don't have to give a fuck about what other people say, as long as you're really happy with the build. And just like they said, I think try a lot of different stuff, but really don't, don't let others influence what you like.
Yep.
And
don't
go
try
for
to
that.
like follow the rules of like everybody's trying to make everything talking. No, fuck that. One of my favorite sounds is a big, boomy sounding, rattly board with like solenoids and shit. Which like if we take it just by its definition, is objectively a terrible sounding board. But I love it. That's the good shit, you know? Don't feel bad. As long as you like your build, that's all that matters. Unless like you're gonna start like providing build service. Oh fuck. I had the weirdest dream last night, Hubert.
Tell us.
You had brought me to a meetup, like you were organizing a meetup, and I don't remember where it was, but it was a decently sized meetup, and you brought me in, and my whole thing was I had to do keyboard builds all day. Like everybody had a ticket. because there were like hundreds of people that wanted builds and we couldn't do hundreds of builds. So like I was trying to do builds as quick as I could. And like Kate was with me and she was doing stabs as I was like soldering. And we were like going through, I think by the end of the meetup day, it was like a day, I had built 40 boards. And like my arms were like fucking noodles.
Simon, that's not a dream. That's the next Minnesota meetup that we're planning for winter.
I'm gonna be honest. Like I would do that if like people pool together like $2,000 to $5,000 to like give away to a charity of my choosing. I'd fucking do that.
Okay, you heard it here first.
I'd happily do that. Like if you guys want to contribute $2,000 to like a good charity or something like that, I will build all fucking day nonstop. As long as like I have somebody to help like with stabs, I'll do as many fucking builds as I can. I can probably do like if somebody else is doing stabs, I can do a build every 25 to 30 minutes. A meetup would be about 6 hours. I could do 12. Let's round it up to 18. I can do at least 20. I can do at least 30 builds. 30 builds, boys.
Sounds good.
Everybody that comes to the Minnesota meetup, go to Simon. He's gonna build your board
for free. That's gonna be the concept. Like bring an unbuilt board. I will build it for you for free. But also like you donate money to a charity.
There we go. Speaking of meetups and communities, is it okay if I say the general area or country that you live in, Bachoo, or no?
Well, yeah, that's fun.
Bachoo lives in Narnia.
Bro.
How is the Canadian keyboard community? Have you met them? Have you gone to a Canadian meetup or just Discord or anything in general?
I actually haven't, but you know, everyone's just always polite and like cordial.
It's Canada.
It's Canada. Like
Canada. It's gonna be stereotypically Canadian.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm sorry, I hit the mic.
Especially it's like when, you know, it's in the hobby as well. Like people in the hobby are already nice, and then you just smack in the Canadian like tag. People are even more nice and stuff. Absolutely.
That's awesome. And how's the Taiwanese community, James? Basically,
they're really nice too, actually. Super nice. A little smaller on the scale, but nice nonetheless. I'm excited for the next Taiwan meetup, which I think we're gonna plan. So it's gonna be fun.
When you say we, who do you mean?
It means Simon, me, and Hubert.
Got it.
And you're gonna be building the boards.
Got it. I'm gonna build at least 45 keyboards in one day.
Indeed.
I'll be feeding Simon. Simon is the builder. I'm the feeder. I'll feed him by mouth. Like a baby.
Like as long as like somebody can like provide me like food and water and like I can have a bathroom break every 2 hours.
Oh, I'm all three. I'm your food, your water, and your bathroom.
All right, cool. You hold the bottle while I build.
That brings me to my last topic of questions. Did you see that meme about that RuneScape guy like shitting in a bucket or having a bucket underneath him because he was trying to get like 99 in a skill?
No, you're thinking of the rank 2 smithing guy who shat his pants in the middle of a stream and continued for hours.
Yep.
Honestly, I salute the man. I salute.
Grind doesn't stop.
It takes, it's a lot of fucking work to pull off like a fat grind on RuneScape. As somebody that like is stuck, like I had a 100-hour grind that I was supposed to like bang out 3 months ago, and since I discovered Age of Empires, Civilization, Balatro, and every other fucking game, I think I've played like 5 or 6 hours of RuneScape in the past few months because that grind, I just can't, dude. It's hard. It's fucking hard work.
But it's worth it at the end, right? Or are you just conditioned to grind?
No. I need it. Like, I need it. I need to max. It's the one thing that's still left for me to max. I just need like 4 Herbalore levels and I'm done with the fucking game. I have maxed my Iron Man skiller. Come on. And I just can't. I can't. I open up my laptop and I'm just like, Balatro? Gamba?
The question that I want to ask was the current games everybody's playing, because we're all gamers. What are you laughing? What games are you currently playing, Bachoo?
I I'm currently playing Final Fantasy 14
Let's go.
as like a MMO, but I am also playing the objective game of the year contender or like winner, Expedition 33.
fuck
That
is
thing
that?
that is a masterpiece of an RPG. The only thing I wish it had was like a
Interesting.
compendium. In the RPGs I've played recently, like more modern ones, they had like a compendium. So it's like if you took a break from the game, you could come back and there's like a book with the terms or like what was happening.
Yeah.
So then it gives you a refresher. But there's none of that. It's more old school where there's like no waymarks or anything, and you got to remember your side quests and stuff like that. But it is genuinely a phenomenal game. It really like just rips your heart out and like stomps it in as well.
Wow.
Okay, I feel like
Absolutely.
Kate would love this. I'm sending this to Kate right now.
Buy it
It's
for Kate so you
French.
can play it.
Simon, it's French.
That's
like it too.
that's actually a good idea. Let me actually buy it for Kate.
And then play on from her Steam library. Yeah.
I mean, we share libraries, so I'd be able to
there
just
you go.
have it. Oh yeah, I could also just buy it and she could play it. I'd rather just gift it to her. I don't like owning things.
Oh. Well, what other games have you been playing besides Final Fantasy 14 and Expedition 33? Are those the two main ones so far?
That's been the like two main ones right now. Absolutely.
And Simon, you're playing all those games that you mentioned, right? Were there any other games that you're playing right now?
No, that's basically. I'm not playing that often. It's just like every time I want to play RuneScape, I don't end up playing RuneScape.
Yes.
That's the issue. That's the issue. And Balatro has gotten me real good recently. Okay, wait. Let's. Okay, first of all, it was Civ 6. Yeah, Civ 6 that was gifted to me. I have 177 hours in playtime now, so I could have already finished my RuneScape grind. And then I got Balatro, and I'm really afraid to find out. Balatro.
How many hours has been on that
Okay,
thing?
only 103. That's not bad. Okay, that's not bad.
What's
Simon.
Trombone Champ?
We still
Oh,
we
Trombone
still haven't
Champ.
done the Factorio. The new Factorio expansion.
Dude, I can't play Factoria. I can't. The last time I played it, I lost 3 days. I just sat in my chair for 3 days. Like I'd get up to like
I
eat
know.
and pee and sleep and like maybe like like an entire weekend fucking disappeared.
I'm just saying that the new expansion is absolutely insane.
Oh my god.
It adds another like 2
Expedition
days, 2 or 3 days to
33.
your excursion easily.
Oh yeah, I've watched some of it. I watch that crazy man Doshington.
Oh, of course.
So I've seen some stuff. All right, I found the game. Let's see if I can add to cart. That's a lot of monies.
Yeah, it is new.
Oh, it is new. Okay.
James, what are you playing right now? Do you have time to play?
I have 2 MacBooks and a laptop we don't talk about, so I am very much unable to game. But I have been playing a thing called Airline Simulator on my phone.
Oh yes.
Shout out Mach and Grape. It's actually a
Shout
pretty
out
fun
Mach.
game. You run an airline and you develop routes and stuff. It's really fun.
Would you like? Have you ever played Microsoft Simulator? I mean,
No. Flight Simulator?
Microsoft Simulator.
Oh, Flight Simulator? I played the original.
I play
Flight Simulator.
Microsoft Simulator on my MacBook.
You just open up a Word doc and you just stare at it for hours.
Mm-hmm, indeed. And then the blue screen pops up sometimes.
Oh my god. Flight Simulator, yeah.
No. I've been wanting to get into it,
Mhm.
but I heard it's a very steep learning curve. So
Honestly, guys, I haven't. What I've done, it's with movies and TV shows too. I find YouTube videos of like the full game's cutscenes, and I watch it like a movie.
You
when I can't play
monster.
the game.
Oh, that's
when I
good.
can't play the game. I did that for Doom: The Dark Ages because I know that I can't have time to play it.
Oh.
And it was,
I did that for
you know,
Elden Ring, which is pretty fun.
Oh.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, it's whatever our parents told us when we were young about. Oh, when you get older, you'll have time to play video games. Not
That
always
was
true.
a fucking lie.
Yeah.
You should have played video games when they were saying that, and I mean it.
Yes! Dude, Crash Bandicoot, I played Croc, Frogger, like all PS1 games, all the Crash Bandicoot games. I remember there was some Disney cooking thing on the PC that I played too, and then RuneScape came and yeah. But Simon and James, do you have any questions to ask Bachoo or any topics you want to bring up?
All right, I just purchased the game for Kate.
Expedition 33,
Nice.
let's
Yep.
go.
They will cry. I will tell you now, they will cry. At the
Right.
start of the game, at like various points, it will happen.
It's very much like the type of game that Kate would like very thoroughly
It
enjoy.
will fuck you
I
up.
don't think she's
yep.
gonna have much time to play, but she'll probably
Have
get
you
at it.
ever tried the multiplayer mod for Balatro, Simon?
I have not. I recently started playing the Cryptid mod, and that's it.
Okay. The multiplayer mod is very, very fun. It supports Cryptid too, but I would try vanilla. But
Yeah, I wouldn't
you
want
get
to.
put on the same seed, and it's just like
Yeah, I know how it
try and
works.
see who scores more. It's
I
very
know how it
fun.
works. I've just never played it. I'm still not that good at Balatro, unfortunately.
Another 100 hours, and then you'll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need a few more 100 hours to like not play RuneScape, and then we're good. Then I'll become a Balatro professional.
Do you have any other questions for Bachoo, Simon? Or any topics you want to bring up? If not, that's fine.
Bachoo, do you still have long, beautiful, flowing hair?
It's short at the. It's like in the awkward phase between short and long right now.
Oh,
but
like
I
me.
probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
a bit longer right now,
Okay.
but I definitely should cut it for the summer.
Oh yeah, you're a normal person that gets haircuts like more than once every couple of years.
I cut my own hair, but yeah, I mean, I get it cut like every other year, bi-yearly.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Priorities right there. Look at keyboards. Absolutely. $700 keyboard. Yeah. $15 haircut. No, I'll cut my own fucking hair.
Nah, it's just trauma from the barber. They gave me a professional pushback. It's never happening again.
What is that?
What do you mean?
Did they cut your hair weird?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, what do you
Oh,
mean?
no. What's it's called a professional pushback?
Professional
a pushback
is
is
like they just like recede your hairline for you. You know?
Oh my god, why?
They,
Why do
they
do
like
that?
mess you up.
okay.
I looked
Oh my
like a
God.
sad thumb that day.
But why is that even a thing?
It's just like they messed up badly, and they're like, "You like?" And you like, "What do you say?" It's like, "Mm-hmm." It was like with tears in your eyes.
Oh my god.
I can't go outside now.
I mean, at that point, I'd just be like, nah, bro. Just give me the number one everywhere.
Yeah.
You can't fuck that up.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Well,
But
now I
ever since then,
understand.
I just cut my own hair.
Yeah. I would too, dude.
I
Fuck.
think when I was a kid, they'd get my ears all the time.
Oh.
I was one of those kids with like the big ears popping out. Now, like my ears are like normal size, but like they'd get me all the fucking Oh yeah, Hubert's got a little bit. But your hair is like short enough to where you don't have to worry about it. When your hair starts getting long and your ears are sticking out real bad, oh, the amount of times that you get fucking clipped by scissors.
James, show us your ears.
No,
It's
that's
fine.
that's for the Patreon episode.
I mean, we like everyone here knows what James's ears look like, so we're good.
Oh my god.
We're all right.
James, do you have any questions or topics you want to bring up?
No, but I guess we can segue into our weekly
Yes.
good keyboard friend.
Yes. Bachoo, do you have anything you want to bring up or any topics?
Not off. I can't on the top of my head right now.
That's fine. And again, like these first episodes where we have a brand new guest.
Yeah, it's
maybe
gonna be a
more-
lot of intros.
Yeah. Once we get into the other episodes where they come back, it'll be fucking awesome.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
talk about random shit like I don't know. We can play poker.
Fuck yeah, dude.
We can play strip poker, but we have to follow like YouTube guidelines. So we can only strip what's not on the screen. Like yeah, here. Like I'll give you guys an example. I'm not wearing socks, unfortunately.
I thought you were taking off your pants, dude. Oh
no.
Oh, he did take off
Oh
his
boy.
pants.
Oh no.
That's what we got to do.
Well, before I segment into the good keyboard friend segment of this podcast, I want to say again, thank you, Bachoo, for being a good keyboard friend. The reason why we have a podcast, well, there's many reasons, but one very important reason is to showcase good keyboard friends. And what we mean about that is someone that's given back to the community, someone that's done good for others, someone that's, just a good person in general. Without you, I might not have this board. You're the one who gave me Polybius. He gave me the GAT-X switches
Ooh,
that are in
baby.
this keyboard.
Wait,
Yeah,
which round of GAT-X?
Round 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Production
Sick.
or pre-production?
I'm not sure.
It was the good ones.
Yeah.
Okay, so production. So
Yeah.
I got like hundreds of the pre-production variant.
Yeah, that was
I
good.
tested the ones
They
I
were
sent
still
them
good.
to.
They were still good.
I cherry picked and everything.
Oh my God.
Oh, what a lad.
Yeah. Thank you, dude. Thank you for all the help that you've given me, given many people in terms of designing, in terms of just being a good fucking friend. Like, just hanging out, on Discord, talking to your friends, that's fucking awesome. That makes you a good keyboard friend. Thank you for everything that you do, man. Like, you've made a huge impact in my life and many other people's lives just by being you. So thank you so much, man. We really appreciate you.
I still tilt my keycaps in my renders because of you. So thank you very much.
Yeah. And that brings us to the good keyboard friend of the week. So I forgot to mention this in the past episode and past episodes as well, but we want to nominate someone that's been a good keyboard friend to us or to, someone else that you've seen. Please send us your nominations. I have a list. I have a Google Doc of nominees that people have sent me, but please send us your nominations. Message Simon, Tangus, James, message me.
Yeah, tell us about the people in your life.
Yeah.
We'll talk about them.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to dox them or anything, but like, if you got a good friend that you want to shout out, we shout them out.
Yeah. Whatever you don't want, don't type things that you don't want us to say, because we're gonna read exactly what you type. So don't include any incriminating information if you don't want to. Comment in the Spotify comments, on the Discord, on the YouTube video. Just message us, comment. We'll shout them out for you. So with that, I want to read one that I have been holding off for a while. And it's actually from a good friend, someone that's also in this Muramasa wait. His name is Keypothecary. So, first of all, Keypothecary is a very good friend, but he's actually shouting out someone named Captain Sterling. So, I'm going to read this exactly as he sent me. I'm nominating Captain Sterling for good keyboard friend. Even though he's not the person who got me into the hobby, he's certainly the person who has kept me in the hobby. He's always down to share his excitements for new projects, new photo shoots, and new builds. He gave me the opportunity to help edit his videos when I had almost no experience. He's been a good dad. He's been a good dad friend since his kid is about the same age as my oldest, so we are able to talk about more than just keyboards and photography. He loves to support his friends and fellow designers and photographers. He is always willing to give more than he gets. He's an overall great and friendly guy and happy to be doing what he loves despite the setbacks. Of note, recently, Lubed has had their Shopify locked due to unpaid chargeback fees. So Sterling has been putting his own money into getting labels printed out so that the people that had bought his keycap set, Kikobo Pumpkin Spice Latte, would get their set. Good guy stuff for sure, and I think that he hasn't been getting enough recognition because he's been keeping this on the down low, working mostly directly with Lubed and the people affected. So thank you, Captain Sterling, for being a good keyboard friend. Thank you, Keypothecary, for nominating him. I'll pass it on to whoever wants to nominate their keyboard friend of the week, Simon, James, or Bachoo.
Okay.
Whoever wants to go first?
I'll go first. First of all, shout out to anybody in a situation like that makes things right. And there's a lot of people that do that in this community. There's a lot of pillars that just universally have been helping out with project after project after project. And because of that, I want to shout out Jay. That's Prototypist Jay. who is a fantastic lad in the UK that I'm sure every single person has heard of, but I don't think there is anybody that has helped so many people on so many projects and has helped so many failed projects in terms of making it right, in terms of making it happen, no matter what it takes, money out of his pocket, time out of his day. Jay has always been a very good keyboard friend to everyone.
We love you, Jay. He's going to be on next Sunday with us.
Let's go.
Excited about that.
James or Bachoo, if either of you have a nomination. And if you don't have a nomination, that's fine too. So
you can nominate like your friend or your pet. You can nominate yourself. There's technically no rules. We don't have rules yet. So like,
yeah,
this is a good opportunity for us to start writing rules.
I don't have anyone at the moment. I wasn't even aware.
it's okay.
To
Wait,
nominate.
who was the guy that fucking taught you everything?
I mean, I already shouted him out. I'll do it
Shout
again, I
him
guess.
again.
Do it again.
Yeah. Shout out Nathan. Nathan Alphamet.
Nice.
Hell yeah,
go.
Nathan. Hell yeah.
Okay.
James, do you have one?
I don't have anyone for this week, but I'll come back stronger next week.
No, that's okay. So, you guys that are watching and listening, thank you for the interest that you've shown into this podcast. We all appreciate it. We have a blast with guests each and every week, but it's you guys that keep this thing going. You guys are a part of this experience. It's like we're all interviewing Bachoo together. We're all hanging out 1 or 2 times a week for an hour and a half, just enjoying the hobby and just enjoying being a part of something bigger than us, being a part of this awesome community. So thank you the listeners, thank you the commenters, the guests, Simon, James, and Tangus. And yeah, with that being said, thank you all. See you next week. Have a great Memorial Day weekend for those in the States. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.